Hello and welcome everybody to another week of your FLC Hangout with Misty and Josie. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the FLC Hangout. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the FLC Hangout. Hello everybody and welcome back. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the FLC Hangout where your freedom lifestyle begins. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the FLC Hangout.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear FLC Hangout. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys so much. Oh my God, what a way to start the 1-year anniversary. So hello and welcome everybody to a very special episode of the FLC Hangout where your freedom lifestyle begins. And today is very special because we are celebrating our 1-year birthday of the FLC Hangout. And I'm so excited. We have some very special people with us today who are joining us for our celebration, helping us celebrate. So thank you everyone for being here. Make sure to follow everyone. Their Instagrams are on the screen now. But let's get straight into it because I am so excited. Misty, I want to go to you first. How are you feeling?
I feel amazing. And you know, over this past year, our demeanor and everything has completely changed. It's like night and day, right? So when we first started, it was you, me, and Mel that started it. And we were so shy and it was kind of hard for us to really get the conversation flowing. And our energy was like, kind of like, oh, we're scared and nervous and like, oh my God. And now we're all like, woo, let's go. And yeah, the knowledge and everything and the empowerment that we are bringing to people and, you know, the impact we're not only making in other people's lives, but in ours is completely different. And it's so huge that I am so excited. I am like, wow. So you guys, we love you all. And if you guys don't know, this is Chabaria, Mel, Shushmita, and Akishiti. We're all part of the core family for the FLC. And we would love you guys to comment and ask questions. We're here to answer those. But you guys, I want to ask all of you guys, because I'm just going to throw this out there. What changes have you guys seen? What impact have you guys seen? How do you guys feel about this 1-year anniversary? Anybody, go for it.
Mike.
Go for it,
For me, Misty Josie Mel and Misty Josie, of course, is an epitome of consistency. What consistency can do, if any of you have any doubts, just watch these two ladies. At the very beginning, I remember Misty Josie and Mel, they were going FLC Hangout every Sunday. And even in the last minute, they were like, hey, any one of you guys want to join? Like we saw, none of us were as involved as them for this hangout. And then eventually we were starting to become the faces and they were inviting us for being guests. For me, it was like, I am a celebrity now. And then this podcast launched. Like, this is, for me, it is one of the proudest things to be associated with this brand because for me, the brand is the person behind the name and the person and their hard work, everything matters. So this is one of the strongest brands I have ever worked with. And for me, the lesson is consistency for anyone who is watching and anyone who wants to start their freedom lifestyle. Just keep going consistently. It doesn't matter, good or bad, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Preparation, well, you will be prepared in time, with time as you keep going. So just it's 1 year, but for me, it's a journey. I know there will be million years. Like this is an unstoppable force, and there will be million faces like we will have an entire gallery of guests. I know that for sure. And congratulations. My Mowgli says happy birthday.
Oh, mwah.
Yay! Thank you so much, Sushmita. That's awesome. Yes, the impact. You know, we have had some incredible people on already, and we have a bunch more incredible people lined up for here in the future. I mean, we're got people booked out up like till June. Oh, my internet's unstable, so I'm like,
No,
don't
you're good.
freeze.
You're good. You haven't frozen.
Okay. I'm like, oh, don't freeze on me. But yeah, so we're, you know, we've gotten a lot of really good content coming your way, a lot of amazing people that are just absolutely crushing things. So anybody else want to jump in and say anything about, you know, how they're, go for it, Chavaria. Just unmic and go for it, guys.
Yes, happy birthday, FLC podcast, FLC Hangout. It's so beautiful, like exactly what Shushmita said, to see how much it has meant to other people and the growth that it has experienced, and the growth of the hosts, and you know, all that you guys have done. And it literally is like, for everybody watching this as well, make sure, by the way, to follow the FLC podcast. Is our FLC Hangout is everywhere. I don't even know where it is, but it's everywhere. So make sure to follow it everywhere, and follow the incredible hosts, Misty and Josie, and all of the incredible people on here, Mel, Shushmita, and Akshiti as well. But one thing that I really love so much is that it's so beautifully focuses on the incredibleness of people from all around the world, all different walks of life, all different types of businesses or experiences. And what I like about that is because a lot of the time on big podcasts, it's like inviting guests that have, how do you say, huge followings, or guests that have huge amount of money, which is interesting. It's super awesome, because obviously they've accomplished certain things, and then you want to basically hear their story. But what I love here is that the incredibleness is not just focusing on just the money or just the followers. It's really about the greatness of the person. And I think that's very important, and that's something that I very much align with, because sometimes people are too fixated on the thing that is trending or the number that is there. But you know, there's so many incredible people. I really do believe that every one of us here on the planet have something special and something special to offer. And what I love about the podcast here and the FLC Hangout, what it stands for, is really the purity and the empowerment and the stories of incredible people, whether they have a big following or not. And I think that's very special, and it's really powerful, because there's so many people, especially also, again, looking at the guests that you guys have lined up, that are, their stories are just absolutely phenomenal. And you'll learn so much from listening, and the things that they're implementing, the lives that they are changing. And it's just really truly beautiful. And I want to share that as one lesson for anyone who's listening, something that we as FLC stand for, is that everyone is equal. Every person is equally as important as another person. And what unfortunately sometimes in the society is missed is that we only are willing to listen to someone if they have the accolades and stuff like that. And you would miss out on a great deal of wisdom if you do only that. And that's why I love 100% what the FLC Hangout stands for. So I just really want to say thank you guys so much. And every single episode, you learn so much. It's like, I love it. Absolutely love it. So again, comment below, subscribe, follow, whatever the thing is on whichever platform you're listening to this. FLC Hangout is there to really, truly inspire people, and where your real, true freedom lifestyle begins. So thank you, Misty. Thank you, Josie, for that.
Thank you so much. That was so great and beautiful. And I know that we need to hear from Mel as well, but a thought just popped in my mind. Talk about a freedom lifestyle. We have Akshiti joining us from the airport right now. So who for that?
I really love that. I'll let you talk here in just a second, Mel, because like Chabaria was saying, we talk to people all around the world from all walks of life, every industry, I don't like to do classes, but in any class. And what I love is that we are so passionate about getting the message out to other people about how, you know, how to do your own business, how to create your own freedom lifestyle. And we show you how to do that step by step. But we not only talk about it, like a Kishiti right here, we live it. We live it. We show you step by step, let's do this. We want to take you on that journey. We want to empower you. So I just love that you guys brought that up. So go ahead, Mel, let's hear from you. Let's hear what you've got to say.
The army man.
Yes.
The army man.
Still in beast mode.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I just wanted to shout out to Misty and Josie because they've been so consistent with it. And I know I was there in the beginning, but they took over. They were consistent.
You're always there, Mel, even, you know, if you're not on all the time. You know, the entire core family is involved. You guys are so important. So you're still there.
Thank you. Thank you. And for me, what it means to have a freedom lifestyle is a lot of times it's not the way we think it to be, because to truly be free, it requires a lot of discipline. Like there needs to be that foundation first. You need to create discipline and just having a very powerful plan, a very powerful routine before you can actually be truly free. So that's exactly what we're teaching people. It's what exactly we need to do to actually create that freedom lifestyle. And it's not just about being like a free spirit, even though that's like nice and all.
That was me being free spirit. Sorry.
And we absolutely need to have that structure and that foundation first. And that is what Misty and Josie and all of us in FLC, what we're teaching people and what we're trying to make people more aware of. And that's absolutely very beautiful. And I know that we will go very far. Because
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much. And by the way, if you want to listen to about discipline from anyone, it's going to be Mel, because this guy is crazy. So make sure you're following him on everywhere, Facebook, Instagram. But I also want to say I love that you guys all touched on kind of how we were in the beginning. And Misty, you said that we were kind of like shy and a bit introverted at the beginning, and it's so true. And I actually have a little video that I want to watch a couple seconds of, just us near the start and just how much we have changed, because I didn't realize. So I hope this works. So I'm gonna try and share my screen.
I'm excited for this. Dum 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 dum.
Yes. Honestly, that will never not put me in a good mood, that song.
Oh, I know.
It's so great. So great. Anyways, hello everyone. We're back. I think, yeah, we missed last week. So we're back again, better than ever. And today we are going to be, so before we start, I'm Josie. This is Misty. We're both part of the FLC core family. And today we want to do a little kind of hangout session with us. It's going to be very chill. The vibe is very chill. If anyone has any questions or any conversation starters you want to put in the chat, go ahead. There's no rules here. Well, maybe a few unspoken ones, but
So cute.
I'm going to pause it there, but how cute was that? Like it's just, I don't know. At the time I didn't feel awkward, but watching that back now, I'm like, make it stop, because it's, yeah, I don't know. But how do you guys feel watching that? Because, Misty, how how do you feel watching yourself back?
Well, I realized while you were playing that, I'm still dancing around and wiggling and I can't sit still. So I think it's just gotten a lot more open with it and not feeling so awkward. But yeah, that was cringy to say the least.
But can I say one thing though? Because even though you can definitely see a big difference between like the maturity and the way how you guys present the experience and just like having run a whole year of podcasts, it still was extremely powerful. And the energy, that's like the biggest thing, right? The attitude is always good. So this is also for anyone who's watching this and you're just about to start with, you know, maybe your live videos or your videos in general or your own podcast or even just speaking to people. If your attitude is right, it's going to make a difference. And that's what was the case from the beginning, because I remember when I had missed an episode, I had to watch it back because I was just like, this is so good. I enjoyed it. And it was just so much fun. And I always wanted to be there live, but if I couldn't be there live, I really had to rewatch it. And I think you guys did that well from day one. It was really, really powerful. And the beauty is, and this is again, the message that I want to give for people watching this or listening to this, is that even now looking back at it, you're like, oh my goodness, it's so like cringy and it's so much more professional now. But nonetheless, the impact that it made was powerful. And if you hadn't posted that one video and the whole year of videos leading up to where you are now, you wouldn't be where you are now. So for anyone who's thinking like you need to be perfect, no, you don't. You actually reach much greater levels of perfection, even though perfection is an illusion, but you get more perfect by actually doing it. And even the imperfect ones actually are extremely powerful, maybe even more powerful, because people can see you're human, they will relate, and therefore it's just the impact that it makes is very, very beautiful. So I loved seeing that, but I just wanted to say, even though yes, right now looking at the two of you, you're so strong and awesome, those episodes were also really, really amazing. So I just wanted to quickly say that, apart from the cuteness.
Thank you. It's so true though, because sorry, Misty, I'll let you speak in a minute. Me first. No, I'm just kidding. But like Tavara said, it's that first video. Anything you do, it's the first time that's going to be the most scary. And like I remember when I first went live, like by myself in the Smile group, it was like my heart was doing this, and now I click go live without even thinking about it. And I remember when we used to go live for the Hangouts, which now we don't. We have our own YouTube channel, which is also crazy. I remember before, like we would be talking and Mel would be there sometimes as well, and we'd be all like nervous and like, oh, I don't know what to say. And now we kind of just go for it and we go with the flow and we have fun. And I think that's so important, to stay true to who you are. You don't have to be perfect, and people actually prefer to watch things that aren't perfect because it shows you're human and you're relatable, and you don't want to watch someone who you actually can't relate to. So anyone watching that does want to start a podcast or a YouTube or a business or talk to people, just do it, because there ain't nothing to it but to do it, and you're gonna get better by doing that first step. If you don't do that first step, you can't get better. So that's what, I really want to say
Write that down, everyone. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, definitely. So I love that, because you guys are talking about consistency and being authentic, and I am so emotionally based that it's hard for me to do something that's not me, because honestly, I don't know how to be somebody else. I don't. So the best way for me to show you that what I know is just to be me, be authentic, be who I am. And with the consistency, and you guys were talking earlier about, Josie, you had mentioned about if you want to learn discipline, talk to Mel. Okay, Mel he's freaking amazing. He was not just got out of the army, but not only was he in the army, he went beast mode.
That you were gonna say he just got out of jail. Sorry, it was a joke.
But just before he went into the army, he went beast mode and had shaved his head. And then when he went in the army, he went Super Saiyan and was not only doing his army stuff every day, he was also working in the FLC. This guy would get up an hour earlier than everybody else, be on calls, helping people, because you know what? His passion, his desire, not only for his own life and for reaching his freedom lifestyle, his desire to help other people is absolutely tremendous. And he's one guy you guys have got to follow. You've got to follow him, call him, text him, whatever you want to do. This guy is amazing. And he's, I mean, he kind of makes me angry just because he is so amazing at being disciplined and being right in and getting into doing things. And I don't have that. I haven't developed that ability. I am working on it and I will get there. But he's just so incredible. You guys have got to be on, you gotta, I don't know what else to say. He's incredible. Somebody else say something.
Absolutely. Mel, do you want to say anything before I carry on?
Yeah, thank you so much, Misty. And follow me at Mel Changelo with all the different. Let me tap in the chat. Would it show up in the chat actually?
It wouldn't, but I'll put them on they're all in the descriptions below. So everyone goes
awesome.
in.
Awesome. So yeah, follow me on all social medias. And yeah, thank you so much, Misty, for the kind words. And for me, I'm just willing and really willing to make the sacrifice now so I can live the life that I want in the future and be able to help those that matter the most to me and enjoy the process along the way. And for me, purpose is also very, very important. And just being able to serve people, being able to get up every single day and know that there's people out there that need our help and need our services, it's a huge driving factor. And even when it feels uncomfortable, I know that the uncomfortability that I feel now is a lot less than the joy and happiness that I'm gonna feel in the future. So that's like.
And can I add with that what you said as well, like enjoying the journey, because a lot of people also forget about that, is that there's so many different stars that you pick up along the way. Like you set yourself a goal, you want to be financially free and you want to have that freedom lifestyle and all these different things, and then you do, like what you say, you do make sacrifices in the sense that you really look, and I personally don't really look at it necessarily as a sacrifice, even though yes it is, but it's also like really it's an investment that you're doing right now. And so with that there comes uncomfortability, like a huge portion of it, because you want to make sure that you are consistent and you do things also that you don't necessarily like or you're scared of, like picking up the phone and calling a client that you've never spoken to before. These things are a little bit scary, but like Mel says, the joys outweighed the uncomfortability so much, not only until you've reached the results, but even during it. Because for instance, everyone here, and I really do want to say this, everyone here in the FLC core family, and again, if you don't know us yet, the core family means it's like the FLC company team. We don't say team because we're family. So the core family here is everyone like over delivers so much and goes above and beyond, whether that's Shushmita in creating the most brilliant branding materials that allows brands to be born and elevated at the same time until they reach infinity, or whether that is Mel, Misty, Akshiti, or Josie in really supporting our clients, or all the other FLC core members that go and really walk that extra mile to make sure that our clients are happy and are looked after and are experiencing the most beautiful journey. And that in itself is so beautiful and so powerful, in the sense that we get messages every single day of people saying like, thank you so much for the accountability. Thank you so much for helping me create, these results. And just over the past few days as well, we had the most crazy, beautiful messages. I closed 6.5K, I closed 10K, I closed 2K, I closed this, and people really making that money and making that change in their lives. Or even one of Mel's clients even said like, thank you, because this thing that we're doing here, they're learning business, right? But because it's such a wholesome, is it the word like the all round program, this wonderful client was even saying like, it has made such an impact on my marriage. My marriage is beautifully positively impacted because of what she's learning here. And I just think that's phenomenal. So these are the stars that you pick up along the way. You're not just going to get the rewards when you get the money. You're going to get the rewards from all the blessings that you're realizing and feeling every single step of the way. And that's why it is oftentimes, yes, there's difficult stuff, but the why is so much bigger that you will realize very quickly, if you actually take action, that it's going to be an enjoyable journey, and just keep on going. Yeah, it's really, really, really powerful. So I wanted to add that to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. That was so powerful. And yes, Shashmita, you go.
I want to share something regarding what Chibaria said, and of course, what Mel said. I want to share something on my end. It is that the freedom lifestyle includes hard work. It doesn't exclude hard work. The hard work part is a constant. It will get bigger. It will expand according to your growth, but it's always hard work. And I know many people, I have been there when I have failed before. I shared in FLC Hangout podcast. Like I have miserably failed before until I reached Chibaria. And it was not for me. Like I know in Chibaria's mentorship, there were others with me, and they were going like every week there was a success story. For me, it took 1.5 years. But the thing is, I knew what I was learning. I had never learned before, and how Chibaria taught us. No one had ever taught us before. And before Chibaria, like this and our master. So when I found them, I knew what they are teaching, the empowerment, financial empowerment, no one ever taught us before. So I kept going and I was learning. Yet there was a curve. I did good, then there was a curve when not so good. But again, there was up, there was down. It still is. And I'm ancient. Like Chibaria summoned me from my home planet, then erased my memory. So I'm that ancient. And it still is ups and downs. So it hurts me when some people misunderstand our process. And I am not just saying FLC process, Chibaria process. I'm saying all of us have been there when people misunderstand us. Well, of course, sometimes maybe we misunderstand people. That's okay. But one thing we need to understand, it is hard work. There will be hard work. As you grow, the work will be different. Like at the very beginning, I was struggling to understand what a funnel is, how to build a funnel. Then I realized, then the challenge was something else. Then it was closing. And yeah, we kept going. Then it was implementing that closing in real life in FLC. And then there were more paths like Spider-Man, like multiverse. You know, there are spirals that are going in. Every day there is hard work. What is the reward then? The reward is when you are working for someone else or when you are not fulfilled in your work, even if it is your business, then you never find peace. But when you are working hard, knowing there is result and knowing the team support, like recently I had a family emergency regarding health and medical emergency. And instantly I could take time off because my team started instantly supporting me. And I am old, like ancient, and I have been working 15 years. I have never seen any company anywhere supporting like this. Like, yes, you keep going, and we are here. We got your back. So if you are in for integrity, like we have our ethics, whatever good it takes, and only when it helps someone else. Otherwise, no. We must be sure that we are empowering someone. Otherwise, if any one of us, if any one of our team members, if it is causing any discomfort, it is not aligned, then no. So that ethics is why I am sold on FLC, why I am here, is our ethics is bigger than our um, desire for outcome. There are certain boundaries we don't break. That is my weakness and my strength in FLC. And for all of you, be true to your morality. And if you are willing to do the hard work, either FLC or anywhere, if you are willing, you will succeed. Now I gave you our USP, our unique propositions. You join us if it aligns with you. But whenever you join anywhere, know that ethics, hard work, consistency are key constants. Like it is unstoppable. But the reward is you can take time off for yourself, for your family, for your vacation, knowing there are people, there will be system to be supporting you. So this is why I love Tibaria, I love Misty and Josie and Mil and Akshiti. Everyone who is aligned is our tribe.
Oh,
Can I add one quick thing to that? Because I thought this was so, so beautiful and so important to realize as well, like the knowing that there is always hard work. But what I was wanting to also say, because you said that in the end, and I think that's a very important thing to put in perspective too, is that there's always hard work, no matter what you're doing. Whether you go into business or whether you are in a job or whether you choose anything else, there's always ups and downs in life. It's not just business. But the beautiful thing is, and this is what T. Harv Eker says, so make sure to write this down, like regardless of what your path is, whether you want to do business and you want to do it with us so we can help you and support you, or whether you want to go at it by yourself, or whether you want to be in a job or you want to do something else totally, to know that you're always going to have to put some hard work in to get the results or to achieve whatever you want to achieve. But T. Harv Eker says, if you work hard anyways, you may as well get rich. So go for it. And there's another quote I quickly want to throw in, because Shushmita was also talking about like all the beautiful results that when she started long time ago, that there were so many of her fellow students that had success. And for her, it took a little bit longer. And there's a quote by Steve Jobs, which is really, really beautiful. I don't exactly know like it word for word, but in essence, he says, it's crazy to think that it's crazy to know that people think that working 2 to 5 years, really hard in a business to create financial freedom is too long, but people are happy to stay in a job and stay broke for 40 years. So they're expecting, if I go into business, it needs to happen now. And if not, they go back to the job, which they're already broke at, or they're already unfulfilled, already not getting the freedom and the recognition for their hard work. So it basically comes down to the same thing. Understand that if you do work hard and you get the right support, whether that's with us or someone else, that you just have to stay consistent, put one foot in front of the other, and then you will get the results. The only way you're not getting results is if you don't do it, or if you do something that is totally opposite of results. So that's why we are very happy with what we do, because it actually produces results. We see it every single day. But yeah, I just wanted to add that, because sometimes people start a business or they start something, and then if it doesn't show instant gratification, then they're like, oh, it doesn't work. So they take themselves out of the game. And that's, if I may add, also the danger of what's happening around the world, and even with social media, is that everything is instant. When we want to check something, like instantly it's there. Or if we, like with social media, things go super, super quick. When we want to order something on Amazon, it can be there in one day or the next day. And we are so used to things being instant that we sometimes forget that actually, like the good things in life sometimes take time, and it's time well spent, like what Mel just shared as well, because when you're putting in the work, you're receiving all the blessings, and it's going to be super enjoyable. So don't be misled by everything that has been said around you, but just know that if you have a dream, if you have a purpose, or something that you feel that you want to do for yourself or for your family or the people that you love, then go for it. Nothing is impossible. But also realize that it does require consistency. And if you have a beautiful people that are surrounding you, supporting you, and guiding you along the way, it is super, super awesome. But even if you go at it by yourself, like you can do this too, but just keep going, and never, ever give up, because winners never quit and quitters never win.
Mic drop. I love it. Mel, I do have something to add, but Mel.
Yeah, so I wanted to add on what Jabaria said about how anything worth having doesn't come quick. And things that are actually sustainable, they don't come easy. And usually if it comes fast, it comes easy, usually goes away fast as well. So that's why, yeah, building something sustainable requires that hard work and it requires that discipline. And that is what it's going to set up the foundation of the success and the big wins, the big success that will happen in the future, because the small wins, small success, it adds up. And yeah, absolutely. And also to touch upon what Jabara said about social media and how everyone just wants instant gratification. I think it's very important in this day and age to not just be a consumer, but also be a producer. And especially with like YouTube Shorts, there's like TikTok, there's like Instagram Reels, everything's so like instant. And people just, they want instant gratification. There's nothing wrong with technology and new trends and everything like that, but you want to be a producer and not just be someone that mindlessly consumes all day long and there's no benefit to you whatsoever, other than you become more lazy and you're wasting your time, right? Mm-hmm. But you want to be a producer, you want to be someone that is using that technology and the trends to impact people and to help people. And that's how to go about it in a healthy way, social media, business and everything, but also to not just be a consumer and to actually do something and create something that is gonna last and impact other people's lives. So that's what I wanted to say.
Wow. You guys go rewatch that, yeah? Rewatch that like 3 times up until this point. But just before we go to Akshiti, because we have Akshiti here now, because I know that she has something to say too, is that I love that you guys are talking about the journey of things, and it is so true. Everything you guys have said is like, I've been having aha moments as well. And by the way, if you guys are wondering where the rest of the core family is, we had a very strict selection process for, no, I'm just kidding. We have a very busy freedom lifestyle, so the rest of them are busy fulfilling the business side. So but yeah, the journey is so important that it's not rushed. And I'm just going to use the example of the Hangout for a second. So we started in April 2022, and for every week, or almost every week, apart from maybe 1 or 2, we were going live in the Facebook group. And to be very honest, sometimes we didn't feel like it. Sometimes our energy was low, or Misty went through something, or I went through something, and we didn't want to go live. But it's the showing up. And afterwards, by the way, we would always feel so glad that we did. But it's even after you don't feel like doing something, that you still do it. That's where progress is going to be made. And growth lies outside your comfort zone. And you never know your limits until you push them, right? So just because, and we had times where the Hangout would do really well, and sometimes not so well, which is okay. But I think the most important thing that I'm remembering now is that we never lost faith in it. We never thought, oh, maybe this isn't something we should be doing, because we knew that if we kept going, there are going to be up and downs, but it's going to go like this, right? There's going to be more ups and more ups and more ups. So really important that if you do have a bad day or a character building day, as Seb would say, that you don't lose faith and you keep going, because that's where discipline will be made. So yeah, I really want to get that message out there. Akshiti.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I totally resonate with everything that everyone has said till now. It's so true and so important to keep in mind, and especially everything that Josie said just now, to just show up. Now, just showing up is actually kind of easy if you just pick up a little bit of strength, because no one is asking you to, how do I put it? Like, for example, if what you're doing is that you're making calls, and today, for some reason, you're having a bad day and you just want to show up. Showing up simply means that you pick up your phone and you press a button. No one is saying that you have to do the best calls of your life today. And if today these are not successful, you're just a failure or something. Showing up just means showing up. And it's just that little bit of courage that you have to do. And nobody's promising you that exactly that day you will get results. You might not. But in the bigger scheme of things, showing up is what actually matters. So thank you for sharing that, Josie. So yeah, I wanted to actually share something else since we are talking about the freedom lifestyle. To anyone who is watching this, I just have one question. How many questions? One. Yeah. So this is something that I asked myself last year. I won't go into details, but I really want to put this question out there for anyone who is watching this. So, whatever it is that you are doing right now in your life, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, whatever it is that you're doing, if I told you right now that you have around 10 months to live, and after that, you will go back to source, would you spend those 10 months doing that thing that you actually are doing right now? Now, if the answer is yes, I am super duper happy for you and I am so glad. But if the answer is no, somewhere deep inside you, you know that the answer is kind of no, then maybe it would be good if you sit with yourself and just be true to yourself. There's no need to, nobody's asking you to, oh, you have to take massive action today only. It's okay. Taking massive action is great. I love taking action, but I also do understand that sometimes you need a little bit of time to kind of ease into it. So if the answer is no, please sit down with yourself and just be true to yourself, because you can lie to everyone, but you cannot lie to yourself. And just ask yourself that if if you had 10 months to live and your answer would have been no in that case, why is it yes now? Are the 10 months now not as important? Are you neglecting that? So yeah, this is just something I really wanted to put out there, because once again, I'm saying that even if your answer is yes, nobody is saying that every single day is going to be butterflies and garden and rainbows. It's not. At the end of the day, it only matters that, okay, if for some reason I don't wake up tomorrow, am I satisfied with everything that I did today? That's something that I keep with myself. And that's something that has helped me a lot. So I just wanted to put this question out there. So that was my time. Thank you for listening.
Hoo-ha-hoo. Thank you, Misty.
Wow, you're so empowering. I mean, all of you guys are just so incredible. And I feel so honored to be able to work with all of you guys. It's everything you guys are sharing, and each one of us says it's so true, it's so powerful, and it is. And I want to bring up what Chabaria has said. Almost 3 years now that I've known her, almost 3 years. It's been a while, which is an incredible journey. And she can tell you what I was like when I first started. I was like almost stalking her, but that's a different story. But what I want to bring up is the fact that Chabaria says that, and what I think about a lot is, if you're having those doubts of what you're going to do, or whether you're not feeling motivated to do something, there's people out there waiting for you. They're waiting to hear your message. They're waiting for the product you have. They're waiting for the service you're going to offer. They need you. And when you're not out there putting yourself out there, you're doing not only them a disservice, you're also doing yourself a disservice. You're not living up to your true potential and what you really know is right, and which is what we want, right? We want to do everything that's right. Do whatever good it takes, like Chabaria says, which is her brand, Dog It. Do whatever good it takes. So go to dogitofficial.com, check out that stuff. It's absolutely great, fantastic. And Shushmita is actually the branding guru of everything who did it, who branded it. But I really wanted to bring that up where, you know, people are out there waiting to hear what you have to say and what you have to offer. And that's what we're really trying to bring with the platform that we're using, the FLC Hangout podcast. We're really trying to give you guys the message and everything that we learn on a day-to-day basis, that we've learned throughout our lives, trying to put, you know, give that forward to you guys and help empower you in your lives so you can go out and empower other people. So I do want to invite you to like this, share it, subscribe to the channel, help us push this out to as many people as possible, because on a serious note, you don't know what little thing could be just your presence. It could be just one word, or it could be a ton of words, you saying a whole speech. They could completely change somebody's life. You know, it could, and I've said this before, and I don't mean to go too serious with it, but you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know if one person is on the verge, like a hairline from committing suicide or not. And just you showing up can completely change that life, completely change that person. So they can go from, you know, I don't have any hope. There's no point. I'm just going to commit suicide, to, you know what, I'm now living my dreams. I'm happier than ever. I'm impacting the world. I'm doing what I was meant to do. And it's because this person put themselves out there enough to do it. So, you know, again, please like, subscribe, share, help us push this out there to reach everybody we can, because everybody is important. We're all important. We all have, you know, something to say, and we're here to help you do that. We're here to help you not only help impact other people's lives, but make such an impact in your own life that you live out your dreams. And to, like what Chabaria has done for many of us in the core family, is she's allowed us to see how important and valuable we are, that I can't even go into it. So I don't want to go too deep, but yes, just go, I can't. Shushmita, quit saying you're ancient. I'm older than you, woman, and that's not right. It's like, I have to change the subject because it's like, you know, you guys have to go and listen to what Chabaria says, and really, when you get into FLC, we are business oriented. Yes, absolutely. But in the journey of doing the business and getting your business up and going and started, you change as a person. Your life changes. It's such a huge, important impact, and it's such a good impact that you will never be the same, and you will not believe the difference. There's such a big difference. Absolutely. Sorry to go too serious with that, but it's like.
No, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And sorry, did I cut you off?
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say before we wrap up or anything, a really quick thank you to everyone, like Misty for being my partner in crime on the Hangout, and always, yeah, you're just so amazing, and I don't think you realize how amazing you are. So I want to say that, and I want to say Chabaria, like, well, without Chabaria, none of us would be here, and always being our biggest fan as well. It means so much. Shmita obviously has done all the branding and made, so if no one knows, of February this year, we had our relaunch, and she made our visions come to life with our YouTube channel. And obviously we have Mel and Akshiti, my Gen Z brother and sister, who is there to support and always people to look up to. And we also have the rest of the core family, Pierre, Seb, Rajesh, Mika, Chabara's incredible mum and dad. That I just feel so grateful for you all. And yeah, lots of love.
Is there anything you guys would like to add just before we wrap up? Anything any of you would like to say?
Yes, I want to.
Love you.
Go ahead, Shishmita.
I know this is going to be the biggest platform, one of the biggest platforms in the world and one of the biggest impact makers in the world, not because it is from FLC, not because it is our team. It is because Misty and Josie, their integrity, hard work, consistency, and ethics, and the genuine intention of helping people. They believe what they do. So I am there, of course, all of us are. This is why I'm their biggest fan. And for those of you who, I started with this and I'm ending with this, if you want to know what consistency does, follow Misty Josie.
Thank you. Anyone else? No one else? Okay, then let's wrap this up. I thank you guys so much for, huh?
I said, do your thing.
Okay, here we go. Buckle up, because here we go. Okay, because we're going to start an amazing week, right? So thank you guys for tuning into today's episode of the FLC Hangout. We hope you found that our discussion informative and engaging. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing to our channel and leaving a comment with your thoughts and suggestions for future topics. We value your feedback and would love to hear from you. Also, if you don't, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with friends and family who might find it helpful. We want to be sure to get this channel out there to help as many people as possible to reach their freedom lifestyle. We'll be back with another episode on Sunday, so stay tuned and keep learning. From all of us here at the FLC, welcome to the family, where once you're family, you're family for life. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Keep learning. And you know what we always say in the FLC? Welcome to the family, where once you're family for life. We welcome you to the FLC family. Welcome to the FLC family, where when you're family for life. Welcome to the FLC family, where you're family for life. Welcome to the FLC family, where you're family for life, and keep learning. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye.